Hello and welcome to Detroit, Michigan, the Motor City. Today here at Ford Field as a pair of teams collide, trying to emerge victorious in the Game Above Sports Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tarheels, taking on a team from the MAC, the Northern Illinois Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tar Heels offense takes the field for the first time today. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
The Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Huskies. The defense putting points on the board.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers.
And back in the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, running back gets the give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. The screen, he can go. There he goes. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Surging forward on the sneak. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. They punted away on 4th down. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. The Huskies offense will go to work for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact?
They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Didn't get much on 1st down and 2nd and 9. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Gibson. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but really yardage he could on the punt return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. He'll pull it on the read. And he's able to find a little bit. The Tar Heels out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Tar Heels have it in scoring position on first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Ramsey. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got second and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got third and goal coming up, and if you want to go for it on fourth.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Green. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So that drive covered 40 yards. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage. Gain on that return. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time. Oh, he's got some space. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Huskies can really attack on this second and... Scanning the field, it's Gibson.
But he's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback ball straight.
Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Finds space on the right. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Green. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The play action fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Huskies. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Well, the defense is winning this game, and they are helping out their own cause. That's the second time they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. You know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but you can't make mistakes against this unit, and it has absolutely killed this team early in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Rush is on him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. To the air on first down. On target over the middle. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. We've reached a break. Northern Illinois holds the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
North Carolina.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better, Dan.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
Back to throw, it's Gibson. Floating away. Fires downfield. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got his man on the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on! And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Huskies needs second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Peters. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Eighth play of the drive coming up. Gonna run it. It's Coffee. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. All right, guys, let's chat a little bit about Northern Illinois. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a three-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this three-star offensive lineman who is very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
To the air, it's Gibson. He's got it down the middle.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Right back to the well. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Trying to power it in. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third and goal for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit. He'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Backed up now. Here's second for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same. It's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. It'll be third and long. He wants to throw it. Another incompletion on third down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps. 23-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. A strike downfield. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Gets open down the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. To the air on second down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. It's a first. He set the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Green. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Looking downfield on first down. Wide open downfield. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Tar Heels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to throw. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one ought to be nice and easy. Right down the boulevard. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellows, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision. Team in much better field position. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home. There he goes! Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to pass, it's Gibson. Unloads to... He's got it! He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. They are.
And it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Taylor. And the Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide, that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Handoff from the gun. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play. And the official's going to take a second look at this one. Will overturn the call. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And some room to work.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively. Kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on 1st down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Tar Heels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll keep it himself. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Punt is on its way. Everybody stays in their lanes well. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, and settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. If I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here. No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the 2nd half.
Back to throw is Gibson. It's complete. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Under fire. He's going to take off. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape, scramble, and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
They knock him down, but he can get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Slings it downfield. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Northern Illinois will line up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They took it 68 yards on that drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Makes the catch. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him. And they've really featured this guy today.
And the Tar Heels are facing 3rd and inches. He'll keep it on the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quick completion to the right. Turns it on in midfield. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Northern Illinois has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the air on first down. He's got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Ramsey. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Just keeps swinging it. He finds a soft spot in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Tar Heels, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. That's a fly. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring mark. Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
That's exactly the start we want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with a W.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Dropping back, it's Gibson. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Got room on the return. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, North Carolina!
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put us. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the 1st on the ground like that. We're in a 1-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
The give as they work on that clock. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
The give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. The give to the back.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
To the ground with the back. They make the stop right there, but Northern Illinois has the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The give to the tailback. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Huskies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the... And the Huskies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The offense changing the play. Why are they throwing here? Throws for the tight end. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.